it's like a constant problem. It says that the function f is defined by f of x equals a times the square root of x plus b, where a and b are constants in the xy plane of the graph of y equals f of x, and passes through the point negative 24 comma 0, and f of 24 is less than 0. Okay, so what this part here means is that when the graph is at 24, sorry, right? So at 24 on the x-axis, or when x is 24, y is negative. So y has to be somewhere along here. It can't be here. So we know our graph is like this. Okay. We also know that this is a square root function. And square root functions, like if the parent function looks like this. See, so normally it goes like this. That's what this would be the graph of y equals the square root of x. However, this particular graph, when x is 24, y is negative. So it's kind of going like that. Okay, and what makes this function flip from here to here would be to have a negative a value. So we know that this a value right there, has to be negative. So I know that. I know a, so a equals negative. Okay, and let's think about this a little bit more. So b is the horizontal translation. So if b is negative, then it would go this way. So if the parent function was like this, and the b value is negative, it would make it move in the opposite direction that you think it would go in. So it would go like that. But I don't really know if that would do it, like if it's like this, then it flips and it's like that, or if it like goes over here maybe, and then you flip it and it's gonna go like that. But we can use Desmos. Okay, so watch this. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in this function. So y equals a times the square root of x plus b, and we can put our point. Let's go ahead and plot our point of negative 24 comma 0. All right, let me zoom out for a second so we can see our, wait, what's that doing there? Comma 0. So I kind of zoom out a little bit. Where's my point? There's that point right there. Wait, let's make this a little better here. All right, so there's that point. And I can click both these values right here. And I got sliders for our constants a and b. Now, it says, remember, when f is 24, y is negative. So that means this is going to have to flip this way, which is determined by a. So if I move a, we can flip it that way. Great. You also see that if you move b, it's just moving side by side. All right, so I definitely want this to head towards our point right here of negative 24 comma 0. So I'm going to have to change this domain because it won't make it as is. So let's make this negative 30 to positive 30. All right, let's try our slider now. Let me zoom in, make sure we did it okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, so I've satisfied these conditions where it's going through the point, negative 24 comma 0, check, and also f of 24 is negative. So if you go over here and you see, if I go to 24, you know, on the x-axis, you can see that right there, y is negative 18.7. All right, so based on these conditions, well, is f of 0 24? So if is y 24 when x is 0? No. So when x is 0, y is negative 13. All right, so option A isn't the answer. Here, when x is 0, is y negative 24? No. Once again, when x is 0, y is negative 13. is A greater than B? Well, here's A right here. A is negative 2.7, B is 24. So no, A is not greater than B. A is less than B, right? So negative 2.7 is less than 24. So our answer is D. And that's it. And so the graph looks like this, I guess. Where, what do you have here? So this is negative 24 comma 0. Not quite to scale. Hold on, I can do better, I guess. Wait, what am I doing? Oh no, that's wrong. Oh no, that's right. So negative, yeah, that's negative 24 comma 0. Negative 24 comma 0, and the graph goes like that, or like that. Okay, that's it. Anyway, the answer is D.